Hot Zone Hunter. You see, I made a video on this, man, like 5 months ago. This is gonna be my last video on it. Just wanted to recap and refresh y'all minds on how good this badge is. Read the description. Shots that are taking in a player's hot zones are given a boost. Now, what if I told you that this badge could do more than what it said? You could use this badge in numerous ways. Just reading the description doesn't do it any justice. 2K should have went more in depth with the badges. Description. For the people that don't get it, they're leaving it to the YouTubers like me to really go into depth about what this badge could really do. Now, of course, you need your hot zones to make this badge activate, right? With no hot zones, no badge. So if you don't have any hot zones, there's no point in running this badge. Now, before, it was more overpowered because you could get your hot zones in my career and they could transfer over to Park. But now, since you have to get all your hot zones in Park, it'll make using the badge take a little bit more skill, and if you make a sense, because you have to hit your shots in Park. And you know, Park is on a higher difficulty than my career, putting it on Pro. So you have to be hitting your shots. You can't be fooling around and just playing around with your friends and shooting wild shots, because that'll make you lose hot zones, and that's not good. You know, they knew the badge was overpowered, so that's why they did it. That's the main reason why they made us get these hot zones in Park, because you could just cheat this badge all. You know how overpowered this badge would be if everybody had their hot zones in every single zone on the court. Come on, man. It's already overpowered because you see these shot creators, these people that have 95 mid-range. I know you see some YouTubers doing it on playing against whoever playing the Park. They get these 95 mid-rangers. They put difficult shots on Hall of Fame, and they have hot zones all in the mid-range, and all they do is fade away with their shot creating takeover, and it's green 100% of the time. It's very, very hard to contest. You have to be playing amazing defense to stop the close shot this year, because of those shot creators and the high contest in that Hot Zone Hunter badge. That Hot Zone Hunter badge gives you a 6% boost to all your shots, depending on which tier it is. So, base form, no badge, that's a 38.5 window make percentage. Now, say we go on bronze, it moves up 6 points, about 6 points, 44.5. And in silver, it keeps going to gold to Hall of Fame, 50%, 55%, and at Hall of Fame, it's at 62% of a window make. Do you know how overpowered that is? Even me, myself, don't even have all my hot zones on my build, because I like to play around. I don't take it as serious as I should. I'm always shooting reckless shots. A person that's always shooting is going to have a hard time just keeping them. If you miss a couple times from each zone, that spot turns neutral. Now, if you keep missing, it's going to turn cold. Now, cold spots, the thing about cold spots, they decrease your green window make percentage, right? They decrease it. But it doesn't take as big of a hit as it's supposed to if you have Hot Zone Hunter on. Now, people that have the badge are gonna say, "What are you talking about? It just works for hot zones." No, it works for cold zones too. It doesn't decrease it as much. Look, you think just because it says, a lot of these badges work in different ways in 2K. They don't want to just explain it right, but you have people like me who actually play the game and just testing it out and can see how it works. Now, Hot Zone Hunter doesn't increase the green window for cold spots. No, it does not do that. It just limits the penalty that you get from shooting in the cold zone. That's all it does. You're still gonna hit that penalty, but it decreases the penalty. So you can still hit the shot. You can still have hope for getting that hot zone back, that zone back hot. It just helps you hit this shot. It helps you hit all shots around the court. Now for neutral zones, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I haven't really seen a difference shooting neutral zones. I feel like it shoots almost the same as no badge because it's neutral. It's neutral, you feel me? It's not hot or cold. But anyway, this badge has been like top tier S rank since patch 1. And that's because everybody gets hot zones. Everybody gets hot from a certain zone, and that badge just increases it tenfold, making your shots overpowered. And you can use it in numerous ways. It works for mid-range, it works for fadeaways, it works for everything. It works for even dunks and layups. Even if you have your slash, you have that hot zone in the paint. Yes, that's probably the most important hot zone. Near the paint, that close shot, which gets you open 100% of the time. People, you're gonna be mad when people are hitting whites just because they have that badge on Hall of Fame, if they have it on a hot zone or something. It makes more whites go in. It's just crazy. It makes more whites go in, more contested shots, especially if you have Green Machine and all them other nice badges with you to go along with it. So this badge is recommended for every single shooting build in the game, bro. Now, the only thing it does not work on is deep shots, because I know you notice when you get deep, you're shooting from limitless, it doesn't take effect because you're not in your hot zone anymore. You're in a neutral zone. Now, shooting like from the hash, yeah, you will not see your zone, but just shooting a regular 3, you will get that boost because you're shooting near the 3-point line. Pay close attention to my feet, to where I'm shooting. You could see where I'm hot and where I'm not. You see the arrows by my feet, by my takeover. When they turn red, that's my hot zone. When they turn white, I'm in the neutral zone again. You see where I'm getting really deep. Well, you can't go that deep on a 1v1 court, but you get the point. You see how deep I'm going, and that's all because that's just the way hot zones are set up. They don't let you hit from. They don't let you have hot zones from deep. If they did, that would be super overpowered. So basically, that's why you really have to just get warmed up before you start shooting deep shots to make them really go in. That's really the reason why they have the game like that. So anyway, it's like, how do you get hot zones now? How do you get hot zones in park? Well, if you guys did not know by now, all you need is 10 shots from a certain area to get either a hot zone or a cold zone. If you shoot 65% or above, that's a hot zone. But if you shoot below 50%, it's going to turn into a cold zone. So all you need is 6 out of 10 shots to go in to get your zone hot. 6 or 7 shots, and if you get below 5 shots, okay, you're gonna get a cold zone. So that's how it works. So remember, always remember this. For my guys who have 85 3-ball, because the badge works based on your 3-point rating, if you did not know that. So my guys, you just made that shooting build, you're getting all your Hall of Fame badges. You have a lower 3-pointer, maybe like a 65. I could say it goes up about 6%. Each tier you go up. But if you have an 85 3, it'll go up about 4%. 4%. It usually varies. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, the lower your 3-ball is, the more you need the badge. The lower your 3-ball is, the more you need the badge. The higher it is, the less of a benefit you're going to get, but you already have a high 3-ball, and it's still increasing it by 4%. Maybe not to the extent that you want it, or people with lower 3-ball get it, but people with lower 3-ball are highly recommended to have that badge on the highest tier possible, whether that be Hall of Fame or just regular gold. Gold works just as good too. So anyway, that's really it. This badge has been like reliable since patch 1 doing its thing, and I respect it. make sure you go get that badge now. If you already have it on, you're already doing something good. If you don't have it on, I don't know, what are you doing? But anyway, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to get out of here. Share the love. Go ahead, just hug everybody today, man. Tell everybody you love them. Tell somebody you love them. And you know what? I'm about to get out of here. Make sure you have a beautiful day.